Alright, here we go. This is a ranked 2v2 on Twin Peaks between the blue team on the left side. It is FLAMER1423 in the Envision Osprey and nullkuhl in the Void Osprey. So a double Osprey team and OMG. On the right side, we have the Carbon team, OmegaManBG1 in another freaking, it's an Envision Osprey, and Phong in the Black Ops Saucer. So 3 Ospreys in this Twin Peaks game. I'm guessing it's going to be very sustain heavy or, you know, leapfrog heavy, etc., etc. But Twin Peaks, it's pretty standard. I'm a little bit curious to see what 2 Ospreys can do. And, you know, they're going to be fighting against 1 Osprey, but both teams taking their initial outpost. The Saucer going for the harass, but not able to finish off a creep. Flamer grabbing them before he's able to kill that last one, had a sliver of health on it, so it will allow the blue team to take this bottom left outpost under their control pretty quickly, because they were going straight for the outpost neutralization, whereas the Carbon team is going for the units first. Which I think is a slightly less meta approach, if you want to think of it that way. It's kind of a weird thing. It's kind of a weird phrase, less meta, but yeah, I would think that the way that the blue team took that would be the faster way to do it. I guess slightly more prone to harass. And Flamer actually catching Phong here, and Phong getting chased. Flamer with that awareness. And actually, OmegaMan got killed by a flacker as well, so nullkuhl and Flamer way ahead of the Carbon team, actually. Even though it's still 16-17 in favor of the Carbon team, a couple of... Oh, no, okay, the Carbon team has a couple of Longhorn down, and they are forcing the blue team to react to this right now. They might be able to get a neutralization, but I don't know, it's going to be very, very close. No, already reacted to by nullkuhl, and I think at this point, if they are not able to get this neutralization successfully, and OmegaMan getting killed. Phong also at about 3/4 health, dropping a single Longhorn, the flacker in the back, and that will be easily handled by the blue team at this point. And 13-18, the blue team is going to start to pull ahead here. Phong getting finished off in the retreat, and the Carbon team actually has been able to take control of the right side. So they are substantially behind, but they might be able to hold out until they can catch up. We shall see. But yes, the Carbon team ahead 21-14, 20 units on the field versus 7, which is, that's quite a discrepancy right there. But the Carbon team is continuing to be aggressive, going straight for the neutralization against an overwhelming amount of units. They get the neutralization, but at what cost? One of them might be finished off. Phong actually is okay, will be able to blink around, but OmegaMan pretty low on health in enemy territory, will likely get finished off here. nullkuhl going to reallocate a couple of units and micro them around here. And OmegaMan at about 1/4 health, going to fly away. nullkuhl not going to focus him down in a chase, so OmegaMan actually able to retreat there. So the blue team without an outpost for about 15, 20, maybe 30 seconds, something like that, but they get it right back under their control. And the unit upkeep difference, or I guess the unit count difference, really tells the story. It's a little bit impressive to see that there are 20 units of upkeep either out in the field or in build queue for the Carbon team, considering how many they already lost versus the 31 on the field for the blue team. And OmegaMan getting finished off in that harass. Again, trying to get neutralization, but converts these Longhorn to fort damage. But, oh, actually, so the Carbon team going to work on top. I guess they sense that that is their only hope. The blue team should probably push as soon as possible, or start to at least harass and neutralize this bottom right outpost. OmegaMan coming down just in time as Flamer drops the creeps, and does allow, actually, Phong to take the top outpost. Will he be able to hold it, though? It's going to be a little bit difficult, especially for a non-Osprey in that situation to do. So OmegaMan's going to be able to hold there. Tons of heavy mines. Okay, that's it. There's where the unit discrepancy is really rooted in. OmegaMan gonna ferry around. Oh man, he needs to Q heal, but does not Q heal or land in time. Sam getting actually that final hit, so those missiles followed him to the ground for the most part. And now the blue team gonna start to clear the Carbon units on top. So yeah, the army numbers difference really showing right now, but this game not really stopping. Just continual action. OmegaMan dropping 2 Longhorn in kind of poor choice position. I think this is probably the best spot right here, as there were 2 tanks here, and these 2 Sams could have been finished off easily by the mech, etc., etc. But OmegaMan dropping on the top, so it will be easily stopped by the blue team. 42-9 units on the field. Carbon team is getting really far behind here. I mean, has already been, but I mean, has dropped dramatically. So unless there's some sort of miracle, I don't really see the Carbon team making a comeback right now. The blue team finally working on that center close outpost. this is the last little bit of power that the Carbon team can actually claim they have on the field, but even then, it's so minor compared to the 44 upkeep army of the blue team on the field. And right now, these many heavy mines are blocking them, so it's very unrealistic to really think that that army in that location can really do anything. They might even want to start to pull back, maybe do a follow command and follow move to this outpost to get that re-neutralized. Because the blue team's numbers in this area, actually on the right side, are not that high. It is very manageable for the Carbon team, but those Dillos being blocked by Flackers really doing a lot of damage to this Carbon fort. No units in blocking position, and Flamer going to get finished off, but nullkuhl with enough support at this this outpost right here that the Carbon team will not really be able to take it back or give them really any trouble, any notable, relevant trouble. Again, I really do believe that they should be using these units because those aren't really doing anything except for barely holding that bottom right outpost. And with no mechs, you know, contesting that area, they don't really have to fear anything. It could almost be completely unguarded, and they would probably be okay. OmegaMan actually dropping some butchers for fort attack, and that does get handled very quickly by the blue team. Couple more units out on the field by Flamer, 55-26. The blue team could probably just all-in push at this point, and the Carbon team, okay, now is using this. I think that's a little bit too late. There was a window, I did mention it earlier, where the blue team did not really have that many defenses over here, and the Carbon team definitely had the numbers down there to overwhelm them. But yeah, right now it's basically 2 minutes too late for that push, and I guess they kind of brought some back here to the fort. For fort defense, but really it's just going to be delaying their demise. A couple of Longhorns dropped here by OmegaMan, but I don't really think they're really going to do much. Well, Flamer is being distracted. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's just the numbers are way too much for the blue team, or sorry, for the Carbon team to handle, for them to really do anything about. And it does look like nullkuhl might move out sometime soon. This isn't really much of a defense. It's just 4 tanks and a butcher. So the while both Carbon players are distracted down here, or not really distracted, but doing their best down there at the bottom, does look like nullkuhl will start to move forward. That is a lot of units, tons of tanks, jackals behind those Flackers, and Longhorn and Dillo both leading the charge, and this will spell the end of the game for the Carbon team. OmegaMan doing one last ditch drop to try to do some damage, but it is way too late, and there are way too many blue units at this fort, and that is it. GG. Carbon team going down. Blue team nullkuhl and Flamer 1423 taking this ranked 2v2 game on Twin Peaks over the Carbon team, OmegaManBG1 and Phong. Where did they lose that one? I guess the slower approach to the bottom right outpost, as opposed to the blue team's really super hard meta approach to the bottom left. But the way that they harassed the Carbon team really committed a lot to those drops and to the center close outpost harassment, and lost a lot of units. They really did not. They kind of split their attention between the two, and in a 2v2 situation, you kind of want one guy doing that and the other guy, you know, fighting the main front battle. That way, at the very least, if you are able to completely distract the opposing team, then you will probably start to pull ahead in one or the other side, because the basically the other team is in a scramble versus you guys being organized. But the Carbon team kind of did a weird way of that initial harass, or not even initial harass, that earlier game harass with units, and lost way too many, and from there it kind of snowballed all the way down, not necessarily because of the income difference, but because of the army difference. So there you go. Great job, Flamer1423 and nullkuhl, for taking this game. And yeah, if you guys want to help me out, let me know. I am probably looking for a replay screener and verifier to make sure all the submissions that get sent in are not broken, because AirMech randomly generates games, randomly generates replays that break midway or most of the way through, which is really disappointing. So if you guys want to help me out, help me produce more videos out here. I don't do this for profit. I do this for the community, so you're not going to be helping me out necessarily. You're going to be helping the community out. That's the way that I view what I do. I really just want to get as many games out there so more people are more people are either inspired to play, inspired to send more games in, or just appreciate the game more. Just trying to do my best. If you guys also want to cast or, you know, try your hand at casting, contact me as well. Discord, I think my number after my username RUI is 5115, something like that. But anyway, either way, I'm always on the AirMech Discord server, so if you are on there, just direct message me there as well. Anyways, here's to hoping the next replay doesn't break. This is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.